The 14th of August, Rabbi First Gemora.
Let's see what we got over here.
Did we get up to the Mishnah?
I think we were in the middle of this this last question. Boy Meneir of Gehana Mirav. I think we had some yeah.
Rav Kahana asked Rav, Mita umay save Aleha. If the father robbed a bed and the heir reclines on it, Shulchan v'ochel alav, or he stole a table and the heir eats on it, Mahu. What is the law? Amar lo, Rav answered him with the following verse: Tain lechacham v'yech chas od. Give to a wise man, and he will become more wise.
Okay, so sounds like Rav Kahana asked the question, and it sounds like who was it? Rav?
Yeah.
Rav answered him back. That's a good question. Answer it yourself. He didn't answer him. But
actually, first, the footnote says different.
Yeah.
The footnote says, since a bed and table are used indoors and passers-by do not see them as they would see a cow or a donkey, perhaps the heirs do not besmirch their father's honor by keeping them. On the other hand, the people who enter the house do see these things, and that might suffice to disgrace their father.
Yeah, that's what Rashi says over here. They're telling you Rashi's explanation of the depths of the question of Rav Kahana.
Oh, I'm sorry. I read you the wrong footnote. The footnote on this is the footnote that is on the phrase "give the wise man and he will become wiser." That is, giving a wise man some knowledge will lead him to more knowledge. Once a wise man is taught that the heirs must return the cow and the donkey, he would infer that the same applies to the bed and the table.
Okay, yeah, that's what Rashi says. I see. Okay.
So in other words, what he's saying to him is, we already answered the question. When we told you about the cow and the donkey, we already answered the question.
Well, what really, rather than, we didn't really answer the question, but what if you understood the principles that was involved in the case, in the previous case, you'll be able to apply those cases. You'll be able to apply those rules and say, yeah, just like like Rashi explains, just like the case of the animal, so too this will also be so.
Right.
But the truth is, I don't understand the answer that he's saying because Rav Kahana presented it that it's not the same because there was two sides to it. So he's not really explaining why it is that he's in other words, Rav Kahana is asking him, well, if you say that it's that the reason why it's going to be problematic is because people know that he has this thing, because it's an open thing that people see. So, but it's not really an open thing that people see. It's in the house. It's not like the cow. It's not like the donkey. It's really not the same thing. According to that first side that Rashi explained, the din should be otherwise. But then Rashi said the other side was to say that since people do visit the house, so and they see it over there, this stolen item, so then there is a zilusa. So those are the two ways of looking at it that Rav Kahana presented to Rav. So Rav is answering, according to Rashi. What did Rav say back to him? He didn't say anything. He just said a pasuk in what is it? A pasuk in Mishlei, wherever it is. Give to a chacham, and he'll expound upon it, and he'll extrapolate things on it. What does that mean? That's exactly what Rav Kahana was asking him. What do we do? Do we say that this is? I understand the principle of the cow and the donkey. Everybody sees it. Obviously, that's a zilusa de avuhon. That'll be a disgrace of the father to keep that animal and what do you call it, and not give it back. Incidentally, I don't really understand the question altogether, because if it's clear that the thing does not belong to the sons, because it's clear that the item was stolen by the father, so then what difference does it make that the sons didn't steal it? They got to give it back. It doesn't belong to them. What does it have to do with zilusa davuon? What's it have to do with the father's covered for? It's something that doesn't belong to them. Why don't they have to give it back? Very nice they didn't steal it. So what? Doesn't belong to them.
Yeah, I share your question. That really is I think the big question.
I mean, the Gemora just sort of like snuck this case in over here right before they go to the next Mishnah, and they don't really and by at this point everybody's forgotten what it says in the Mishnah. It's very strange, very strange.
There's a footnote that says because they acquired the article through a combination of the owner's yeyush and a change of domain.
Okay. Okay, that's the answer. Really, it does. We have to say that it does belong to them. And why do we have to say that it belongs to them? Because the owner gave up hope on ever getting it back, and Yerusha is like Mechira. Yerusha is like a transfer of ownership from one party to another party, similar to when a buyer buys it from a seller. So that's an established principle. Yeush and Shini Rishus. That makes a kinyan in the hand of the buyer, and in this case, we're going to say the inheritors are like buyers. So according to the din, they do own it, and it's not true that it belongs to the guy that originally owned it, that it was stolen from. It doesn't belong to him anymore. That's what we got to say. Okay, so that's good. That answers that question. So then we have to deal with, so then do they still have to give it back, though, because it's for the honor of the father?
Right. But Rav Kahana's question seems to be good. wonder if the honor of the father is not so clear.
Yeah, it seems to me Rav Kahana was asking a good question, and I don't see that. First of all, I don't see that Rav answered him, and second of all, I don't see where Rashi got to say that it's comparable to the case of the. I got the answer now. This is the answer. I think this is the answer. The fact that Rav is saying, "Tein lechacham v'yachkam od," what does that mean? That means if you give a principle to a chacham, he's going to chew it over, and he's going to come out with all sorts of nafkaminas, ramifications of what you told him, of how to apply that rule in a different case. So the fact that Rav told him this means to say that yes, Rav Kahana, what you have asked in other words, that case that you're bringing is also controlled by the case of the cow and the donkey. And my problem was, yeah, but of course it is. But the question is it like that or is it like that? That was his question. But Rashi's understanding that there was more to what Rav answered him than that. Rav was saying that not only can you answer your own question with what we've already learned before about the donkey and the cow, but you can also answer that it's a tzushtel. A tzushtel means that it is that the same rule that we said by the donkey and the cow, you have to give it back for the honor of your father, also over here as well. That principle of giving it back, even though you own it, for the honor of the father, that will apply in your case as well. That's why he said, "Tein lechacham yachkem od," that the chacham will be able to extrapolate that this case is also a case that does involve a certain amount of zilusa da'avuhon. It may not be the same level of zilusa da'avuhon as a cow or a donkey, because they're out in the open. Everybody sees that doesn't belong to the son. It belongs to the guy that it was stolen from. But over here, since some people do go in the house, right, and they see that the table is there, they're going to know that table was stolen. And so that's already, if a lot of disgrace is going to force us to give it back. So what do you say about a little disgrace for your father? Also, a little disgrace, you also got to give it back.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Interesting. Okay. That's Rav Kahana and Rav. Oh boy, that's going to be in another few. It's going to be the end of the Gemora with Rav Kahana and Rav. We'll see. Be'ezus Hashem.
I've got quite a bit more pages.
Very interesting story. It's actually a true story that happened with Rav Kahana, and we'll see. It's in Kuf Yud Zayin. It's a famous Gemara.
Oh, okay. Kuf Yud Zayin. We got a few pages to go for that.
Yeah.
Okay, weiter.
Yeah. Mishnah. Oh yeah, Alan. What is it? Alan's at an appointment, and Phil said that he was taking care of his grandkids. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So we're on our own. The Mishnah continues its discussion about the use of property that was stolen by another. Ein portin lo mi te vas hamoch seen. One may not take change from the coins in the customs collection box. Customs collection box. Footnote says, i.e., a box into which the collector of duties would deposit his takings. Someone wants to change coins of a large denomination for coins of a smaller denomination. He may not take the small coins in the box for this purpose, even with the collector's permission. Huh.
We'll see why.
Yeah, all right. Nor from coin, I'm sorry, lo mikis shall gabain, nor from coins in the tax collector's purse. Ve'ein notlin mehem tzedakah, and you cannot take from them for charity. Aval notel hu mitoch beso, but he may take from the coins the collector has in his home, o min hashuk, or from the coins he carries in the street.
Oh, wow.
So he can't take from the coins he puts in the box, but he can take from the coins that he carries in the street. Okay. It's weird. Let's see. Is there a Rashi I should read?
Yeah, there's Rashi's here.
Mishnah. Ein portin. Ein portin. That means ein portin. You may not take change.
Yeah, that's the first word that Rashi says. He's translating the word portin.
Portin lahachlif.
Yeah.
Salayim. Lahachlif means what? To exchange?
Yeah.
To exchange salayim. Salayim are coins. Beperutos. For prutus, small coins. Big coins
Right.
for small coins. Miyad moch cease.
Muhsim, yeah.
Mochsim litol ha perutos. In order to take the small coins, machivtain shenotnin ba maos. I don't know what machivtain is.
Okay. Ein portin lahachlif sloim beprutos miyad muchasim litola prutos mitevatan. To take the prutos from the box, the teva is the box.
Oh, the teva. Okay. In order to take the prutos from the box, shenosnin ba maos hamakar
Meches.
hameches, to give them to a store owner.
No, Rashi's describing what's in the box. What's in the box? That box is a box shenosnin ba people nosnin they put ba in it most hameches. They put in the money for the payment of the meches.
Oh, the money for the tax.
Oh, somebody's here. It's Robert Lefkowitz.
Oh, Robert. Hey.
Boy, you picked a good day.
Oh, Robert. Good to see you.
Here he's coming in. Hey, how you doing, Robert? Shalom Aleichem. Now we have a Zimun.
Robert, we're on page Kaf Yud Gimel, Amid Base, Amid Aleph.
There's the thumb. It's thumbs up for Robert. Baruch Hashem.
And we're in the Mishnah. We're reading the Mishnah, which is about 2/3 down, and we're in the Rashi on the first Rashi on the Mishnah.
Okay.
V'chein makis shel gabai hamikas shegova kesef golas v'arnona Lefi shehain shel gezel. Okay, so
there you have it. There's the reason why you can't take it from there.
they put money in the box to pay their obligation, whatever it is, tax or whatever. V'chein, and so make keys from the value shall gabai of the gabai. The gabai, is this a gabai like
okay?
So
Okay, mikis shel gabai. Now in your Rashi you have the word hameches.
Hamekes, yes.
Yeah, so I have a correction on that word. There's they say that in the original text, it's referring to the Gabai of the Melech, Gabai HaMelech, which is, I think, the way you brought from the Art Scrolls translation. In other words, these are representatives of the king, and they're going around extracting these sums of money from their subjects under the pretext of it being arnona, land tax, this type of tax, the other type of tax, some other type of tax, and they're making a good killing over here off of the people.
In other words, the king did not really order this. This is the tax collector who is stealing.
Oh, so that's the question. What is it? What is the reason why it's considered to be gezel? Is it because it's too much for the king to take, or do we mean to say that no, the king didn't tell him to take this amount, and he's taking it? He's taking it over and above what the king commanded. I think it's the latter. If the king says that this is what's got to be taken, so that's what the king said. We don't say that what the king said was unjust. That's his word is law, right? So, but these guys are taking advantage of their position as being the gabai of the melech, and they're taking more than what they're supposed to take. And so, therefore, I think that's the reason why Rashi's saying that it's gezel.
Okay. So the next Rashi, mitoch peso, from within his house. So this was the part that said you could take money that was in his house, or you could use money in his house to make change. Shel muchach, Muchas. The house of the tax collector. Mimaos Shalo, from his money.
Well, so that sounds like he doesn't steal it more than what the king said. Because if he did do that, then how could you take his money either?
Right. That's what I was going to ask. Yeah.
So why is it that it's called Gezel? We don't. Rashi doesn't really tell us. I mean, we would have said. I would have said, look, this is what the king does. He takes Gova Kesef Gilgolis. That's a head tax, right? Gilgolis is a head, a skull. That's a head tax, meaning just because you got a head, you got to pay taxes. If your head lives in the kingdom of the king, you got to pay the king, and also for any arnona, also for any land that you own, you got to pay tax on that land that you own. So what's the
Malchusa Dina?
Yeah, the king certainly has a right to charge taxes for those things. So we don't understand really what's the reason why it's Gezel. So is there a note in Rashi? There's a note in Art Scroll over there. Rashi doesn't seem to be telling us anything.
Let's see.
At least not yet. Maybe the Gemora is going to ask this question. Why is it Gezel?
Okay, it says it's illegal revenue. Doesn't say why. One may accept the collector's own money that he has in his house or that he carries with him in the street, which he did not take from the box. Rashi. It may be assumed that this money was not stolen, because he usually puts his tax revenues directly in the box. That doesn't help.
Okay, I think the Gemora is going to clarify this question. I see the Gemora is talking about the Dinul Malchusa Dina. So we're gonna see.
Okay.
In the Gemora, that's why Rashi's not explaining anything right now.
Okay. All right, so I'll continue in the Rashi. O min hashuk, or from the marketplace. This is referring to the fact that the money that he carries in the marketplace, you can use that to make change. Im yesh lo maos b'shuk. If he has money in the shuk, she'ein lokeach mechivas hamakes.
Well, that's what it means.
So he's again, it's money that he didn't take as a tax collector.
Right. Rashi's saying she'ein im yesh lo mos b'shuk. If he has money in the shuk, meaning outside the house, it's not just in the house that you can take money from him, but even outside the house. And then Rashi has a proviso that she'ein lokeach mitevas hameches, provided that if you ask him to make change, he doesn't say, "Oh, just a minute, here, I've got my tax box over here for my collections. You can take it out of here." Oh, then you say, "Oh, no, thank you."
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so back to the Gemora.
Now we're up to the Gemora.
Yeah. A brisa modifies the Mishnah's prohibition against taking change. Excuse me, I have to get the door.
Okay, and now we got Robert here. He's the last one that's here. Hooray for Robert! It's a good thing you came today, Robert. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a shir at all. Everybody's on vacation. Yay! Okay. I guess if you live in Florida, you don't have to go on vacation. You're always on vacation over there, right? Every day is a vacation. Baruch Hashem. Enjoy life. That's the main thing. And thank Hashem for that great enjoyment that he gave you. That's what it's all about. Okay, Baruch Hashem. We just have a few more days of Bein Hazmanim, vacation time we call. We have three weeks. Oh, there he is. How you doing, Robert? Why? Okay, good job. Wow, that's a handsome smile, if I do say so myself. Baruch Hashem. Ah, he is a representative of Hashem. He's got a big smile on his face. Hashem's world is a wonderful world. That's right. Baruch Hashem. Yes, sir. Good going. The Etrog man passed. The Etrog man passed. Oh, Baruch Dein Emes. What they grow etrogim in Florida. I guess so. Or maybe he's just the dealer for the yeah, they probably do. We don't get them here. We have our supply from the orchards in Eretz Yisrael. The shuk. Ah, that's where he gets them from. Right. Yeah, it's coming up to that time of year, Bezrat Hashem. June 14th. Oh, I'll have to look on the June 14th, 2023. Was Chaf Hey Sivan, the 25th of Sivan. Almost 3 weeks after Shavuos. Oh, he owned a store in Machane Yehuda. Ah, well, he used to. So how? Ah, but he comes to Florida. Or you how do you know him? Oh, he doesn't come to Florida. Okay. Oh, I see. We have the same initials, RL. Very good. Oh, and Nachalot. Ah, wow. Very nice. Yeah, that's a beautiful place. Beautiful place, Nachalot. Really, I never Etrog creams. Interesting. Wow. What does that mean exactly? Oh, it was something that's a skin moisturizer. Yeah, yeah, that's very, very rich. Esrogim. Very, very much. Wow.
Hello, sorry about that. I've got the electricians here. They,
Oh,
they might have to turn off, they might have to shut down my electricity because they're messing with the circuit, the panel that has all the breakers. So if
right.
that's the case, I'll lose my connection, I'll lose my internet, and I'll have to reconnect once they are done. It'll only be for a couple of minutes if they have to shut it down.
Oh, okay.
Actually, we're almost done, so it probably won't affect us.
We are almost done. Yes.
All right. Anyway, sorry for the interruption.
Oh, we had a nice conversation with Roberts.
Oh,
You know,
good.
Robert used to live in Nachalotz.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's how he knows about Samanovsky?
near the Shuk. Yeah, Robert, we never asked you. How did you get here? How did you get to Tsamanafshi over here? Did you used to come to Ramema?
I think we lost him.
Aliyah.
Robert.
Because
Aliyah.
we used
Aliyah.
before Corona, we used to have a brick and mortar yeshiva in Romema, which is right near the Shuk. Oh, your mother was in the Beit Avot. Ah,
What's that mean?
that was it's a home, convalescent home.
Uh-huh. I see.
Oh, that's the one that's near Romema. What's that called? It was I forget the name now, because I never go over there anymore. Something Simcha something. I forgot. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, what it was that I don't go there myself anymore. Just so ever since Corona, it's all over the Zoom. Gam Zoom Latoiva. Should have a Lausanne Gazette start. That's what Rav Baruch Mordechai Ezrachi Shlita Rosh Yeshivas Teres Torah. That's what he first said when during the Corona when there was the shirim going on the Zoom.
Right.
But Zoom Gale Gali. Yeah, so we are on the Zoom. That's what it is. So this like this we I mean it's yeah, especially since they're building the light rail over here all over Yerushalayim, makes transportation quite challenging, even more challenging than it always was. But Baruch
Yeah.
Hashem.
Yeah, definitely in my neighborhood, it's a big mess. But I'm looking forward to when they finish it. It should be really good.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
a lot of
Bezrat
protests
Hashem.
against it though, because they don't. The neighborhood I live in is is a pretty religious area, and they're afraid
Right.
that there'll be a lot of non-religious influences coming through, and sneakers problems and things like that. So they're protesting against the building of the rail.
Oh, Robert wants to know, where does it go? Well, it's right now. They're built right now. Where does it go? It goes. It starts in Piskat Zev, or at least that's one end in Piskat Zev, and it goes over there right by the city hall, and then up Rehov Yafa, and after Rehov Yafa, it goes all the way to Shaare Tzedek, the hospital, right next to the entrance of Bayit Bagan over there. And now they are building an extension of the light rail, and it's going to be going all the way to Neve Yaakov, and it's going to be going through Rehov Levi Eshkol by Ramat Eshkol,
Right.
and it's going to
That's my area.
and it's going to connect up with yeah. You're welcome. Okay.
All right, time's up.
Time is up. It's time to say goodbye to all our family. Okay.
Mousscmeickey.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
All right, thank you, Rabbi. See you tomorrow. Mitzvah Hashem.
All the best.